The rich young master poured a large handful of salt into the porridge. After stirring it evenly, he served it to his newly arrived adopted sister. He wanted to give her a hard time right from the start, but unexpectedly, the boy's CEO father happened to pass by at that moment. Seeing his usually lazy son taking the initiative to cook, the CEO was pleasantly surprised and drank up that bowl of heavily salted porridge. He had planned to praise his son for his cooking skills, but the next second, his stomach started acting up, and he hurriedly ran to the bathroom. This made the little boy very frustrated, but fortunately, he had a backup plan. He had earlier rubbed peach fuzz onto a towel. Then, smiling, he handed it to the girl to wipe her sweat. But the little girl saw through his little trick at a glance. Then, she used magic and waved her hand lightly. The towel seemed to grow wings and flew right into the little boy's face. The itch made him roll around on the floor, humiliated and furious. The little boy shouted for the bodyguards to kick the girl out of the house, but the bodyguards just stood there, unmoving. Turned out they had already received orders from the CEO's wife. All the bodyguards only took orders from the little girl. The little boy could only watch helplessly as the girl gloated in front of him. He was burning with the desire to kick her out immediately. Turned out that because this little boy was so mischievous and naughty, his mother had lost patience with him. Just at that moment, she happened to see a little girl chasing a teacher all over the yard with a wooden stick. The CEO's wife's eyes immediately lit up. Wasn't this the daughter she had always dreamed of? So she quickly told the teacher that she wanted to adopt this little girl. Teacher was thrilled, thinking she could finally get rid of this little troublemaker. Seeing this, the little girl reluctantly agreed. As soon as they arrived back at the villa, they found the little boy had just driven away his tutor. When he learned that the girl was the sister his mother had found for him, the little boy looked at her disdainfully with a ruler in his hand. But when he heard the CEO's wife asking the girl to help discipline her son, the little girl couldn't hold back any longer and used her magic. In an instant, the little boy was frozen in midair. Then, the little girl, without any politeness, decided to teach him a lesson. She cast a spell to make him stand still and reflect on his actions. Just then, the CEO came home from work and saw his son standing there motionless. He thought his son was being obedient for the first time. He could actually stand still without causing any trouble. It was at that moment he noticed there was a well-behaved and pretty little girl in the house. After hearing about it, the CEO was skeptical. Looking at the delicate little girl, he worried she would be bullied by his son, but he would soon find out just how wrong his assumption was. Soon, dinner time arrived. The CEO's wife intentionally had the kitchen prepare an entire table of vegetarian dishes. As expected, when the little boy saw it, he was furious. He shouted that he wanted to eat meat, but the next second, the girl used her magic again. She calmed down the furious boy. Whenever the girl ate a bite of vegetables, the little boy's body uncontrollably ate a bite of vegetables as well. The CEO and his wife secretly snickered on the side. They thought this girl could really handle their son perfectly, and after a day of being taught a lesson, the little boy acted respectfully towards the girl on the surface. But deep down, he was seething with hatred. He was determined to find a chance to get back at her.